Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for September 9th to the 22nd. For September 9th to the 12th, this is what we're having here. This is what the forecast pattern is supposed to look like. We have a trough here over the northeast, ridge here in the west. This trough will gradually lift down. I'll show you that. But at the surface, we will have this upper low that will be moving across the northeast. You see here, and that'll bring some rain to New England. And then behind the system, this high pressure system will bring some cool air into the region. And again, I pointed this out yesterday. We see this, here's our upper low. Here's the 540 line, and it could be cold enough for snow in parts by the Great Lakes and parts of Canada. All right, we will have a lingering frontal boundary here across the Gulf Coast states, and that will keep the threat of heavy rain along the central and eastern Gulf Coast states through late weekend. And then we have tropical moisture from the system here over the western Gulf of Mexico. That'll bring some heavy rains in parts of Texas as we go into next week. Now, we'll look at the rainfall amounts for that. Okay, we'll back it up a little bit. And you can see that it looks like most of the heavy rain remains offshore. There's some pockets of 1 inch. This is in 24-hour period along the Gulf, along the Texas coast, parts of the Louisiana coast. And then we have other higher pockets of rain moving in, like 2 inches in 24 hours, but it stays there. Then it shifts eastward to Canada, to Florida later in the period. Okay, then we have the ridge here in the west, right here, and this will keep the extreme temperatures, meaning across southwest and along the west coast, which I showed you yesterday. And above normal temperatures forecast for the northwest on Sunday, and then into the northern plains, temperatures will be about 10 to 15 degrees above normal. And then the warmth especially eventually spreads, reaching the Midwest later in the period. But in the east, it kind of hangs on, but this trough lifts out, and I'll show you the next period. Now, we're going to look at the period now for September 13th to 17th. And you can see here then, like, this trough lifts out, you can see, and then the flow gradually flattens as this trough moves into the west. And here's our ridge here because of some warmth. It won't be that extreme here across the northeast. As I said, temperatures are only supposed to be low to mid 80s at the warmest. So we'll keep an eye on that. So for this forecast period, I am calling for above normal temperatures here with anomalies of 10 degrees or more above normal, mainly here, and we have below normal temperatures here with anomalies near 6 degrees in some locations. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here, probability of occurrence 35 to 40%. Above normal precipitation here, probability of occurrence is 35%. Now we're going to look at the flow for September 18th to 22nd. And now we have more of a flatter flow, you can see here. And some of the models are indicating a little bit of a split flow here across the east with an upper low. We have to see how that goes. There might be some heavier rain along the Gulf Coast. So for this forecast period, I am calling for below normal temperatures here with anomalies of 2 to 4 degrees below normal. Above normal temperatures here with anomalies near 10 degrees above normal in the red area here. And for rainfall, calling for below normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence 35%. And then we have above normal precipitation here with the upper low. And a probability of occurrence is 35%. So that's the long range weather forecast discussion for September 9th to 22nd. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.